The Utah Jazz can do some damage in the NBA draft today by doing one little move that will be big in the future. Actually, not even in the future, right now. The Jazz are here to win. Do not sleep on the Jazz in 2025. More news about Ace Bailey potentially coming to the Jazz. Some rumors of potential sneaky trades that the Utah Jazz might be able to get involved in. And the Jazz are in win now mode. The Angels are about to cook, and we're going to talk about more about this on today's episode. On today's show, we'll be going over, of course, Ace Bailey, Deontay Exum, and trades, or how we can avoid a new Deontay Exum and trade scenarios that could happen right before the draft. On today's show, Coleman Sports 23. Ace Bailey is one of the guys the Jazz have been looking at for a while, ever since he's been declining workouts with teams like the 76ers. He actually declined the workout with the Jazz, but the Jazz, if he falls to 5, the Jazz are taking him no matter what. In a recent interview that they did with Ace Bailey, he said a 76ers reporter said, "Yo, why are you not going to the workouts?" And he said, "I'll be happy to go wherever I go." And the Jazz, they don't care that Ace Bailey didn't go to the workout. They are going to draft him if he falls at 5. And yeah, so Ace Bailey at 5, maybe? We'll see. What's up, Daniel Berry? Retro, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys for coming on in. The GOAT, Daniel Berry, and Retro, welcome. And yeah, so Ace Bailey could be a guy the Jazz look at 5. We'll see. There's some other guys I would like to see the Jazz draft. We'll go over that in this live stream as well. But yeah, we're gonna talk more about how the Jazz can avoid drafting another Deontay Exum. If you guys remember, Deontay Exum, the Jazz drafted him at 5 in like 2014, 15, something like that. And the Jazz are trying to avoid that same situation. And there's multiple guys I think we could get at 5 that will not be a Deontay Exum, but there is a guy the Jazz do like that could be the Deontay Exum that we don't want. And that guy is Jeremiah Fears. He does have the best handle in the draft. They're comparing him to Kyrie Irving, but the Jazz don't need guards. They are stacked with the guard in the guard position with guys like Keontae George, Isaiah Collier, Johnny Juzang, Clarkson, Colin Sexton, and others. We don't need another guard. We need tall wings and big guys, centers, that could go behind Kessler. We're going to talk about Kessler in this live stream as well, when we get to trades and stuff. But a guy I don't want to see the Jazz draft, Jeremiah Fierce. The Jazz draft Jeremiah Fierce. I know I was saying in the last stream or in my newest video that I would like Jeremiah Fierce just because of his pure handle. But now I'm thinking about it. I was like, oh, this guy's like 6'6", but no, he's actually 6'2". I don't want him. We need more height, and I think that guy could be Ace Bailey. He's what, like 6'6", shot making ability, plays defense. Jeremiah Fierce, yeah, he has the best handle. He could be a Kyrie Irving for us, but we don't need that. We already got point guards that I like. Keontae George, that guy's nice. Um, and Collier with the passing and all that. We don't need Jeremiah Fierce at 5. Another guy I want at 5, if it's not Ace Bailey, Trey Johnson. Another guy with size, can play defense if he's willing to, of course. Length is what the Jazz are looking for here at 5. I know they really liked Jeremiah Fierce, but I'm hoping they don't get him. He could be another Deontay X, I'm not gonna lie. But with handles, of course. Let him go to the Raptors or somebody, you know. But the big part of today's show, going over trades, a lot of trade rumors the Jazz are being pushed into, rumored into. The big one today, Jaylen Brown. The Jazz tried to get Jaylen Brown from the Celtics, but I'm actually kind of glad the Celtics said no. They tried their hardest. There was rumors out there saying the Jazz pushed and tried their hardest to go get Jaylen Brown from the Celtics. Ultimately, the Celtics said no. And it's actually good for the Jazz, I think, because there was rumors that the Jazz would have had to give him the 5th pick in order to get Jaylen Brown, which I do not like that. Now, yeah, he's a win now player, but we need to add more young talent to this young team. Jaylen Brown would be a good, veteran player to add. But the Celtics said no. We're going to move on, and we're going to keep building this team with young pieces. So yeah, Jaylen Brown not going to be in Utah, unfortunately. But Jazz tried to get him, and that's a good sign that if the Jazz can go try to trade for a guy like Jaylen Brown, they could probably get somebody like a Devin Booker. I wish, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll trade, maybe we won't. A lot of other trades around the Jazz besides, trying to get Jaylen Brown. Yo, what's up? 42 said hi. Welcome in. A lot of trades involving John Collins, Walker Kessler, guys like Sexton and Jordan Clarkson, of course. Also being rumored into trades. And this is a trade rumor I really want to happen right before the draft, within a couple hours from now. There's rumors out there that the Jazz could trade. The Lakers really like Walker Kessler. They also really like John Collins and Colin Sexton. The 76ers also really like Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton, and John Collins, and they have the 3rd pick. Could the Jazz put together a package that doesn't involve the 5th pick, that doesn't involve Lauri Markkanen? Could they keep Markkanen, keep the 5th pick, and send a package over to the 76ers for the 3rd pick and absolutely win the draft and draft Ace Bailey or VJ Ojkum at 3 and Ace Bailey at 5? Could the Jazz trade with the 76ers, get the 3rd pick while keeping the 5th pick, and absolutely win this draft with a guy like VJ Ojkum and Ace Bailey? That would be an interesting trade. Because the 76ers really like John Collins, Clarkson, Sexton. Send them all 3 of them, maybe a couple picks, get that 3rd pick. That would be interesting to see. Of course, the Lakers, also a team that likes John Collins. There's a trade rumor out there, Rui Hachimura for John Collins. Hell yeah, I'd do that for sure. If I was the Jazz, there's just so many rumors and trade rumors that the Jazz are involved in. The last one that I do not like, Walker Kessler to the Lakers. The main reason I don't like this trade, I don't know who we'd get back. I just saw a rumor that said the Lakers are really trying to get Walker Kessler from the Jazz. I don't know who we'd get. We'd probably get Rui Hachimura, but we'd probably have to send somebody else over besides Kessler. I don't know. Kessler's our defensive anchor, our starting center, and he's still young. I would not want to get rid of Walker Kessler. He's our next Rudy Gobert, and that would just we would have no defense at that point. I just want to see Clarkson gone. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Keontae George fan, welcome in, by the way. Jazz are looking to trade John Collins and these old guys, hopefully. 76ers are interested in Colin Sexton, John Collins, and maybe even Clarkson for that third pick. We could probably trade for that third pick without giving up Markkanen. And then we could have the third pick, the fifth pick. Now we might have to give up the 21st pick in that deal as well to the 76ers, but if we did that and we got the third pick, the fifth pick, kept Lauri Markkanen, oh my gosh. Like we could have a starting lineup of Isaiah Collier, VJ Edgecombe, Markkanen, Kessler. Wait, Collier, VJ Edgecombe, Markkanen, Kessler, and Ace Bailey as the starting five. And then off the bench, you could have Keontae George, Bryce Sensabaugh, Taylor Hendricks, Lepowski, of course. And then maybe you go trade John Collins or somebody for Rui Hachimura. That would be crazy. Or retire, yeah, seriously. Clarkson, man. Yeah, but a lot of trade rumors the Jazz are into. I just saw that the Celtics, who just traded for who was it? For Anthony Simons, are looking to trade Anthony Simons. That could be a nice little young guard the Jazz could trade for. Maybe get rid of Clarkson, get rid of Sexton. I think I'd rather have Anthony Simons than Sexton, to be honest. Add Sexton with Keontae George and Collier in that guard position. Add Anthony Simons to that guard room with Keontae George and Collier. I would really like Anthony Simons instead of Sexton. So yeah, Celtics trying to trade Anthony Simons. That'd be interesting if the Jazz go get him, because I wouldn't mind that. If the Jazz go trade Clarkson and like Sexton and go get a guy like Simons, then you don't have to draft Fears in the draft, because I don't want to draft him. We have enough guards. Trade those two guards, get Anthony Simons, then go in the draft, get a guy like VJ Edgecombe or Ace Bailey. Or make a trade with the 76ers, go get that third pick. Just don't put Markkanen in that. Just do not give them Markkanen. And I'll be happy with that. But I'm feeling there's going to be a lot of trade rumors going on around the NBA, especially with the Utah Jazz and other teams. But yeah, the Jazz are looking to build this team the right way with young talent and maybe adding some guys like maybe a Devin Booker. Yeah, they try to get Jaylen Brown. Maybe they'll go get somebody that's already in the league who's a good, solid star to add to this young and hungry team. But yeah, NBA draft will be at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll be live on Body Sports Network for that, and I'll post reaction shorts to all the picks for both the two picks the Jazz have today and tomorrow. The Jazz are in win now mode. They are no longer tanking. They came out and said that, and the Jazz are going to continue to build this young and hungry team. I think we're going to make the plan. I think it's playing time, and then it's just only up from there, hopefully. But yeah, I'm just gonna read questions and we'll end this stream. Brought a Plinko game for candy. One of the lovely kids kept robbing me 5 times. I ultimately had to close the game. Wow, getting robbed by children. It's crazy. I was talking with Addison earlier. Big Jazz fan from Florida. Used to have a channel, but yeah, Kenny. But I agree with him, man. I agree with what I've been saying with him. I said, come on. I just randomly messaged him. Said, come on, Celtics, give us Jaylen Brown. He said, "Stop! It's not happening. I don't even know what we could get." Like he said, "I don't even know how we could get the right package for Jalen Brown." I said, "We'd have to give up Markkanen, so screw that." Um, and then I said, "If we draft Fears, I'm gonna be mad as fuck." And he said, "That would be my final straw." Yeah, if we draft Jalen Brown Fears, I'm ranting. But Jazz have two important picks today and two important picks tomorrow. Let's make sure and let's hope that the Utah Jazz make the right decision. They avoid a Deontay Exum. They make trades, maybe get Ace Bailey at 5, and hopefully build a championship team within the next couple years. It's been your favorite Ginger, Coleman Sports. I am out. Peace.